Macmillan Greenhouses. I am the Gen Seed lead presenter and gardener. Let me walk you through. Our project idea is to create stable greenhouses for students to learn and integrate it into the curriculum. And you might be asking yourself, has this been done before? And actually, it has. Garinger High School in around 2018 set up a program for a school garden. After further research, we found out that the market for the gardens closed for quite some time. We want our gardens to be accessible year-round. To circumvent the facilities going underused during certain times of the year, we have greenhouses so that the students can continue to plant through the winter months. And since the garden will be an actual class, we won't need to worry about making time for caring for the garden. So now, I'm going to take you over to Judah, where he's going to be over there.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Hey, I'm Judah. I'm the lead organizer and project developer. A lot of children lack hands-on engagement and nutritional awareness, and this can make it hard to get that healthy lifestyle that parents often want for their children. Our plan is to implement a school garden that will allow us to create fresh produce that we can give to kids while also teaching them how to grow their own so that they can develop independent skills that will allow them to take care of themselves. Follow me to this next room. So our end goal for this project is that we want to be able to create produce like this and teach the kids about it so that eventually with time they'll be able to grow stuff like this themselves and be able to take care of themselves and lead healthy lives.
Oh, don't worry. That's just Jimmy. He didn't get his proper nutrition, and look at him now. Anyway, our project solutions will implement greenhouse tents to create extremely controlled environments. We will build potato stacks. That is an extremely efficient way of growing potatoes, where you mound dirt and build up walls so the potatoes keep growing and growing. And you can do that as many times as you want. But don't do it too much, or those potatoes will get rotten, and that's no good. Anyway, the greenhouse will create an extremely controlled environment for our students to learn how to adapt their gardens to climate change. They'll learn pest control and simple fundamentals in the gardens to be able to grow their own gardens at home, and maybe even help in a community garden. Growth cycles are extremely important to understand, so if we can get that in the students' brains through the hands-on learning, that would be extremely good.
In conclusion, the reality is that we just want to help students and children meet their daily nutrition goals and be able to sustain themselves later in life. As we know, the economy isn't great right now, but if we can give students a healthy and efficient way to create their own produce and live sustainably off of themselves and their own skills, then that would be the best thing for this project. That's the exact thing that we want.
And follow me over here. You already know food is expensive, and students can use growing garden skills for the rest of their lives. And it could be extremely important. Like, what if inflation keeps happening, and then food is too expensive? You're broke. You need to know how to grow your own food, and maybe you can grow for others.
Alright now, with that being said, we're going to move to a segment with our mentor, Professor Goff, a longtime gardener and biology professor. He's going to help us go over some design concepts and how we might set up a garden area inside our greenhouses.
What are we talking about? We're trying to do two. One's going to be potatoes.
You were thinking the greenhouse tents. Remember?
Oh, yeah, greenhouse tents.
And then the beds in them.
Okay. Don't worry about that. That's still the bird clock. All right, so we're going to do, what are we doing? Two of them? One of them?
We're gonna start with one and then expand, and then also
Start with 1 and expand.
Yeah. And then
That one's going to be more lettuces or more potatoes? What are you thinking?
we really like the potato stack idea, so we're gonna try to do that.
Okay.
But if we could fit like a bed and a potato stack in there, that would be awesome.
Yeah, potato stack. So you put a potato stack in there. You could potentially, oh, that could be fun. You need square foot gardening for that. So you potentially do a potato stack, and depending on how you stack it, I love this idea. Now you get me a garden bed design. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting Kool-Aid Man vibes right now. Yeah, so you potentially could do a potato stack, some type of hexagon type of thing, whatever, limited to a circle, whatever you want. And then you could plant some rows and fill in your gaps here so that you could use the same soil. You could potentially get an interaction between potatoes and what you're growing. That could be real cool. That would maximize it, because basically these would be set, if we're looking at this in profile, then you've got your, we'll just do a potato stack here, right? So you can grow your potato stack up. So you're basically vertically farming here. That's real cool. But then you've got stuff that can grow here. Right? So you could potentially use all this space for growing whatever you're trying to grow. You could potentially use all this space, and also you're gonna have around here and here depending on how you set it up. Then you got your potatoes designated here. So you could diversify one bed with a potato stack and side pieces. The only issue is if your potato roots do some kind of allelopathy is where a plant fights another plant for resources. That would be an issue. So you'd want to have something that will work well with potatoes.
Okay.
Now, as we take a walk through the garden, I'm going to go over some more of the rules, laws, and regulations in place and how we're looking to implement our solution. We'll need approval from the school principal and district facilities department before breaking ground. Most schools require a clear proposal showing purpose, supervision, plans, and maintenance strategy, as well as maintaining a clean, controllable area. And here we have a few of our SLOs, which are student learning outcomes, or what we want each student to take away from our lesson plans. As we move into phase 3, we're going to be looking to adapt our SLOs to fit the curriculum requirements. Overall, we think that our project has come a long way, but we still have a lot of ground to cover. Going into phase 3, we're looking forward to implementation and hope we get in contact with some schools and start teaching the students using the SLOs we've constructed. Then, we plan to build actual gardens. I hope you enjoyed our documentary episode 1. Special thanks to Professor Andrew Goff for making all of this possible.